Here's what you've been missing over at patreon.com/addressinggettysburg.
You wish to see me, sir?
It is the opinion of some excellent officers that you have let us all down.
General Lee, sir, if you'll please tell me who these gentlemen are.
There will be none of that. There is no time.
Sir, I only ask that I be allowed to defend my...
There is no time. General Stuart, your mission was to free this army from the enemy cavalry and to report any movement by the enemy's main body. That mission was not fulfilled. You left here with no word of your movement or movement of the enemy for several days. Meanwhile, we were engaged here, drawn into battle without adequate knowledge of the enemy's strength or position, without knowledge of the ground. So it is only by God's grace that we did not meet disaster here.
General Lee, there were reasons.
Perhaps you misunderstood my orders? Perhaps I did not make myself clear. Well, sir, this must be made very clear. You, sir, with your cavalry, are the eyes of this army. Without your cavalry, we are made blind. That has already happened once. It must never, never happen again.
Sir, since I no longer hold the general...
I have told you there is no time for that. There is no time. There's another fight coming tomorrow, and we need you. We need every man, God knows. You must take what I have told you and learn from it, as a man does. There has been a mistake. It will not happen again. I know your quality. You are one of the finest cavalry officers I have ever known, and your service to this army has been invaluable. Now, let us speak no more of this. The matter is concluded. Good night, Jim.
You're listening to Addressing Gettysburg.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to this episode of Addressing Gettysburg. And oh, have I got a treat for you today. But don't I always? I mean, come on, let's get real. So many of you, of course, probably all of you, have seen the movie Gettysburg. Wouldn't you say that most of the audience, Eric, has
I feel like they probably have.
Yes, most, if not all.
Twice.
Right. And you know that we've been trying to bring you interviews with the actors involved with the film. And you know, I have to say that a lot of this would not be possible without a fella that you might have heard mentioned in shows before. But I never really told you about. His name is John Pinkerton. And he is related to those Pinkertons too, by the way.
Is he really?
Oh, he is.
Nice.
And he is the guy who is like the impetus behind the 25th anniversary screening and reunion that we had back in 2018.
All that stuff. And there, now I already knew Patrick Gorman, but I met Bo Brinkman there, and then Bo got me Tom Berenger, and then John has been working to get me other actors, and one of them is on tonight with us. His name is Joseph with a Z. You pronounce it with a Z, I learned. And it's Fuqua. I believe I got it right. He made me say it on the phone the other day. He said, now say it. He goes, it's pronounced Fuqua, and then he goes, now say it. And I was like, okay, I'm going to say it. Say my name,
Say
Matt.
my name. So I did, and I think I got it right, but we'll find out later. Let me tell you a little bit about him, though. He's been a professional actor for 20 years. I think that's what his website says, but I think it's much, much longer, probably closer to 40 or 50 years, but we'll find out later on. And he graduated from the MFA program at the Yale School of Drama. Before Yale, he attended many schools and university programs, including studies at James Madison University. My cousins went there. SUNY Purchase, University of London, Brickbeck College, Rhode Island School of Design, as well as master classes at HB Studios. How do you find the time to do anything else with all that schooling? That's another thing I'm going to ask him. He's played many, 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 many roles on stage and also has worked extensively in television and film and theater. You may have seen him on The X-Files, The Profiler, Brooklyn South, The Pretender, Chicago Hope, Star Trek Deep Space Nine, and Becker. On film, he has appeared in Ed's Next Move, David Searching, Heyday, and as you know, as JEB Stuart in the movie Gettysburg and later on in Gods and Generals. And he made his professional directorial debut with J for J, featuring the late, great Jack Tripper, John Ritter.
John Ritter.
Everybody loves John Ritter. We miss him dearly. That was presented by Rubicon Theater and 11th Hour Productions at the Court Theater. And in 2000, he joined Rubicon as its first company member, having appeared in over 16 productions with them, including the title character in Hamlet. Okay, we'll get to that. And he has taught middle school, high school, and adult acting for the company since that time. He's a member of the Screen Actors Guild, Equity Association, and the American Federation of Television and Radio Artists. And we are very excited to have him on Addressing Gettysburg today. Thank you and welcome, Joseph.
Test. Am I on?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I have so many corrections for you, Matt. I mean, good Lord.
But this is, by the way, the corrections for your website.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, that's embarrassing. I mean, that website, I think I just, I ate a microchip and puked a website.
It sounds like it.
It's not a good one.
Okay.
It's not a good one.
Well, maybe we need to get working on that.
Yeah, thank you. 23 Skidoo, man. Your website, what are you, Amish?
I was wondering the same thing.
The Mennonites have better websites. What's going on?
Well, first of all, let's start with the name. Let's start with your name.
Fuqua, nailed it.
Nailed it. And Joseph.
But you made me sound so pretentious and slightly effeminate. I didn't like the way you said Joseph is with a Z. God.
Well,
the
it is, isn't it?
The whole point of the Z is so you don't sound sibilant with a Joseph.
Oh, I get it. So it gets rid of the sibilants.
Yeah. And then
Joseph.
you don't. Right, and then you don't talk about it. You talking about it made me seem like a dick. But you nailed the last time. Say it. Fuqua.
Me talking about it made you seem like a dick, or you saying "say it"?
The way you made. Forget it. Let's move along.
Okay, let's move along. So go ahead. So 20 years.
Birkbeck College.
What did I say?
London.
Brickbeck?
You did.
Brickbeck.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Like bric-a-brac.
It's written Birkbeck too, but my tongue got tied.
It's not Brecht. I don't know how it's written, but I don't want to call you on it. But
it's
I'm
written.
Sure it's,
I'll tell you because I just copied and pasted this. BIRKBRECK on your website.
Birkbeck.
Yeah. What did you?
You said Brickbeck. And
right.
You said Brickbeck.
Yeah, I know, but you said it's not. Okay, whatever.
Listen, that's so small. Listen, there's so many other things. And you're right, 40, 50, that's cruel.
Oh.
37 years. 37 years in the business. And I've been with the Rubicon Theater for 21 years now and done over 47. So that I got to update that.
So then your website has not been updated in 17 years.
I don't like your tone, man.
Well,
I don't need this. Hey, I'm just trying to do a podcast here.
I know. Listen, I'm the last person to update my website. I have to have somebody do it for me. I can't. So I'm not blaming you.
I should. Okay, then you should change your reading because it certainly sounded like an indictment.
No. I didn't mean to.
You should change your website. Ouch.
This is going to be a fun one.
Oh, it's starting good, right?
Yes,
we got the pepper.
We're going to have a good time. So, all right. Did I get all your education right?
I guess you did.
Except for Brickleback or something.
Yes.
No, I'm impressed.
James Madison, right? Love it.
Yeah.
Very proud of that. Yale School of Drama. I mean, that costs a lot of money. Who wouldn't be proud of that?
Sure.
I didn't have the SAT. I want to make sure that people don't realize I'm not a smarty pants. I didn't have the SAT scores to get into Yale University.
Right.
But I was able to audition as an actor. I had some chops acting and got into the Yale School of Drama, which is different. They don't look at your SATs. I just want to make that clear.
Right. Okay.
Okay?
Gotcha.
I can wear the T-shirt, though. I can wear Yale, and I'm okay with it.
And your email address is at Yale.
Why wouldn't I? That cost me $140 grand. Why wouldn't I?
And they let you keep it afterwards?
Throw it around. Yes. I earned it,
dude. Of course. No, that's awesome. Okay. And then did I get your TV and film?
Yeah, you got all that? Yeah, I think it's...
Becker, was that the show with Ted Danson?
Yes.
Yeah, nice. Yeah. Okay.
Those were all, I think there's co-star means that you probably have less than 10 lines when you're a co-star.
When you're a co-star, okay.
Guest star is when you have, so I was a guest star in X-Files, so I had some...
So what did you play on X-Files?
There. I was Dr. Jason Nichols, and the time travel was called Synchronicity. I think it was the 3rd season. And old me time travels to come back to younger me and tries to prevent me from inventing something that will end the world.
Okay.
And then we hug at the end and we burst into flames. And why wouldn't we?
Well, yeah, because you can't have old and young hug.
Oh, man, that's like the magnets going, you can't stick them together.
Right.
It happens.
And then, all right, let's start. Let's go back here. Now, you grew up where? In the Hudson Valley, right?
Right near West Point. My dad was a West Pointer, class of 1933. He was a brigadier general, and his father was a major general.
Wow.
His father was thrown out of West Point for math grades. None of us could do math in the family, apparently. But my father got better and stayed in, but my grandfather was able to stay in the Army, and he rose to major general. And he was actually the chief of infantry under Herbert Hoover. That's an odious distinction, but
well,
there it was.
It's a
when
job.
The cabinet level posts, it was chief of infantry, the chief of navy, so they were sub and cabinet posts. But he did well. He's got some great real estate in Arlington. He does. He was still old enough to get some really good prime real estate.
That's awesome. Now, so how from this illustrious military family, how did you decide on acting?
I'm the youngest of a combined family of 10.
Wow.
So
8 kids and 2 parents?
No, there were 6 from my birth family and 4 from when my mother died. My father remarried, a la Brady Bunch, a woman with 4 kids. And my new mother adopted me when I was 7. I didn't really know my birth mother.
Got it.
And so we're 6 and 4. And there were only 3 of us who were still in school. So we had a small family, but I had lots of older brothers and sisters. And the attention thing, notice me. So you should be an actor. What's an actor?
It's a person who wears costumes and acts like he's somebody else. Well,
and I said, I'm in. I want that.
You liked it. Did you like put on shows when you were a kid and stuff?
Ew. Yes. You make it sound so creepy. Did you put on shows, Joe? Did you do your little clown things?
Right. Did you get up and sing Yankee Doodle Dandy in front of people?
Yeah, or your Haley Mills, Let's Get Together. Yeah.
Yeah. Is that what you did?
No, but I really wanted to be Haley Mills. That's another story. That's another podcast.
So you could be your own twin cousin?
Are you thinking of Patty Duke? We're
Patty
totally
Duke.
dating
Yes.
ourselves.
No. Catch the rest of this episode and support the show over at patreon.com/addressinggettysburg.